Welcome, gamers! Are you ready to dive into the best turn-based RPGs the Nintendo Switch has to offer? From gripping stories to strategic battles, this list highlights the must-play titles for fans of the genre. Sit back, grab your Joy-Con, and let's explore the top 15 turn-based RPGs you shouldn't miss. Undertale holds a special place in my heart as one of the most unique RPG experiences I've ever played. The story follows a child who accidentally falls into the underground, a world inhabited by monsters. What makes this game stand out isn't just its quirky humor or touching moments, but the way it allows you to approach every battle. You can choose to fight, or you can find peaceful resolutions, befriending monsters instead of defeating them. The gameplay brilliantly mixes turn-based mechanics with bullet hell elements, making every encounter feel fresh and challenging. I found myself torn between laughing at the quirky dialogue and tearing up during its emotional moments. This game is perfect for players who enjoy narrative-driven experiences with the freedom to shape the outcome. Bug Fables is like a love letter to classic Paper Mario fans, and I couldn't be happier about it. The story revolves around three adorable characters, Vi the Bee, Kabu the Beetle, and Leif the Moth, as they explore the vibrant world of Bulgaria in search of the fabled everlasting sapling. Each character brings their own personality and abilities to both the story and gameplay, making every moment engaging. The turn-based combat here is simple yet rewarding, focusing on timing your attacks and special moves to maximize damage. What I really love is the charming, colorful art style and clever writing that keeps the game lighthearted yet heartfelt. If you're looking for an RPG that balances humor, exploration, and strategy, Bug Fables is a fantastic pick. Chained Echoes is a hidden gem that scratches that nostalgic itch for classic JRPGs while adding its own modern twists. The story takes you through a war-torn world where a group of unlikely heroes comes together to bring peace. The narrative is rich with intrigue, and the characters feel like real, flawed individuals, which kept me invested from start to finish. What truly blew me away was the combat system. It's turn-based, but emphasizes strategic planning with its overdrive mechanic, which adds an extra layer of depth to battles. Plus, the pixel art is stunning, and exploring the world feels like stepping into a beautifully crafted 16-bit dream. If you're a fan of old-school JRPGs but want something fresh, this is an absolute must-play. When I first played Octopath Traveler II, I was blown away by how it improved on the original. The game tells 8 interconnected stories, each with its own protagonist and personal journey. What I loved most was the freedom to explore these narratives in any order, making it feel like I was piecing together a massive living world. The gameplay retains the iconic turn-based combat with its boost point system, which adds layers of strategy. Choosing when to save or spend boosts to unleash devastating attacks kept every battle engaging. Combine that with the stunning HD 2D visuals and an unforgettable soundtrack, and it's no surprise this game has earned a spot on my list. It's a must-play for anyone who loves story-driven RPGs.
What's our plan? My spear shall strike through!
Pokémon Legends. Arceus was a game changer for the Pokémon series. Set in the ancient Hisui region, it's all about creating the first Pokédex while exploring wide open areas teeming with wild Pokémon. The shift from the traditional gym badge quest to a more exploration-focused adventure felt like a breath of fresh air. What stood out to me was the unique turn-based battle system, which introduced strong style and agile style moves. These gave battles a new layer of strategy, as you could sacrifice speed for power or vice versa. The ability to sneak around and catch Pokemon in real time made me feel more immersed in the world than ever before. If you're a fan of Pokemon looking for something fresh, this is the game for you. Fire Emblem. Engage is all about celebrating what makes turn-based strategy games so addictive. The story revolves around a hero's quest to gather emblem rings, which summon iconic characters from previous Fire Emblem games. It's a nostalgic touch for longtime fans like me, but the game also stands strong on its own for newcomers. The gameplay is pure tactical bliss. The new Engage mechanic lets you temporarily merge with past heroes, granting incredible powers and opening up fresh strategies. The battles are beautifully designed, from the map layouts to the variety of units and abilities. While the story leans more into classic fantasy tropes, the combat kept me hooked for hours. If you're craving a polished tactical RPG, this one's a must-have. Super Mario RPG is a timeless classic that's been beautifully revived on the Nintendo Switch. The game follows Mario and his allies as they embark on a quest to recover 7-star pieces and restore peace to the Mushroom Kingdom. What I've always loved about this game is its charming blend of humor, adventure, and RPG mechanics. The turn-based combat is easy to pick up, with timed button presses adding a layer of interactivity to attacks and defense. It's a perfect introduction to RPGs for newcomers while still offering depth for veterans like me. The updated graphics and added features in the remake make it even more enjoyable, breathing new life into a beloved classic. If you haven't played this gem yet, now's the perfect time. Monster Hunter Stories 2 surprised me with how much heart it brought to the Monster Hunter franchise. Instead of the action-packed hunting mechanics, this game takes a turn-based approach as you play a rider bonded with your Monstie, a loyal monster companion. The story dives into the mystery of the legendary Rathalos and the prophecy of destruction tied to its wings. The combat combines traditional turn-based battles with a unique rock-paper-scissors mechanic, keeping encounters both strategic and accessible. I also loved the element of collecting and raising Monsties, adding a Pokemon-like layer of progression. With its gorgeous visuals and emotional story, Wings of Ruin is perfect for fans of Monster Hunter and RPG enthusiasts looking for something heartfelt. There's no doubt that Persona 5 Royal is a masterpiece, and I was thrilled to see it make its way to the Nintendo Switch. The game follows the Phantom Thieves, a group of high school students who use supernatural powers to change the hearts of corrupt individuals. The mix of stylish visuals, compelling characters, and an intricate story hooked me from the start. The turn-based combat stands out with its bat and pass mechanic, encouraging you to chain attacks between characters for devastating combos. Outside of battles, the game offers an immersive life simulation experience where you build relationships and manage your daily life. It's perfect for anyone who loves a mix of deep storytelling, strategic gameplay, and memorable characters.
I'll reveal your true form.
When I first played Triangle Strategy, I was blown away by its depth and complexity. The story centers on a conflict between 3 nations vying for control of vital resources, and your decisions shape the outcome. What makes this game special is how heavily it leans on player choice, with branching paths that make every decision feel impactful. The combat is pure tactical brilliance. Positioning units, exploiting height advantages, and coordinating attacks require careful planning, which I found incredibly satisfying. The Scales of Conviction system, where your party votes on crucial decisions, added a level of immersion I rarely see in strategy games. If you enjoy games where your choices truly matter, Triangle Strategy is an absolute must-play. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is not for the faint of heart, but that's exactly why I love it. Set in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo, you play as a Nahobino, a fusion of a human and a god, navigating a world torn between order and chaos. The story is dark, thought-provoking, and filled with philosophical dilemmas that kept me hooked from start to finish. The gameplay is challenging, yet rewarding, with a turn-based system that emphasizes exploiting enemy weaknesses and managing resources. The Demon Fusion mechanic allows you to create powerful allies, which is both addictive and strategic. For fans of RPGs that test your skills and make you think, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is a masterclass in the genre. Playing Dragon Quest Tekken S feels like stepping into a storybook brought to life. You follow the journey of the Luminary, a prophesied hero tasked with saving the world from darkness. The narrative is classic and heartwarming, with a perfect balance of humor, drama, and adventure. The turn-based combat is simple, yet polished, allowing you to customize your party's abilities and tactics. The Definitive Edition adds tons of quality of life improvements, like faster battles and a 2D mode that lets you experience the game in retro style. For me, this is one of the most charming and accessible RPGs on the Switch, ideal for both newcomers and veterans alike. Sea of Stars quickly became one of my favorite RPGs with its stunning visuals and heartfelt storytelling. The game follows Valere and Zale, two young heroes wielding the power of the sun and moon to battle the evil Fleshmancer. It feels like a love letter to classic 16-bit RPGs, but with plenty of modern polish. The turn-based combat is engaging, blending timing-based attacks and skills with strategic planning. What I loved most was how the game avoids grinding by rewarding smart tactics over endless battles. The soundtrack, composed by Chrono Trigger's Yasunori Mitsuda, is nothing short of magical. For anyone who loves RPGs that balance nostalgia with innovation, Sea of Stars is an absolute gem. Fire Emblem: Three Houses is an unforgettable journey into a world of political intrigue and epic battles. Set in a prestigious military academy, you take on the role of a professor guiding students from one of three factions, each with its own story and characters. The branching paths and time-skip storyline kept me hooked for dozens of hours. The combat is everything I love about tactical RPG's grid-based strategy with a focus on unit synergy and positioning. What truly stood out to me was the social simulation aspect, where you build relationships with your students, teach them skills, and even recruit members from other houses. It's a game that's as much about the personal connections as it is about the battlefield. If you love a mix of strategy and storytelling, this is a must-play.
Weak. Luck wasn't with you.
For me, Octopath Traveler is the ultimate turn-based RPG on the Nintendo Switch. The game tells 8 interwoven stories, each led by a unique protagonist with their own abilities and goals. I loved the freedom to explore these tales in any order, which made the world feel alive and vast. The combat system centered around the boost points mechanic is a masterpiece of strategy and timing. Deciding when to unleash a flurry of attacks or save up for a decisive blow kept every encounter exciting. The HD 2D graphics are breathtaking, blending pixel art with modern effects, and the soundtrack is one of the best I've ever heard. If you're looking for a game that embodies everything great about RPGs, Octopath Traveler is simply unmatched.
Rain and arrows up on.
And there you have it, 15 of the best turn-based RPGs you can play on the Nintendo Switch. Each game offers its own unique blend of strategy, storytelling, and unforgettable moments. Whether you're a longtime fan of the genre or just getting started, there's something here for everyone. Now it's your turn. What's your favorite RPG? Let's talk about it in the comments.